Afternoon everyone, Ian from DIY Home and Gardening. 1st of April, April Fools, but the weather's definitely on my side today. So if I turn the camera around and we can have a look as to how the plot's looking. So as I say, it's a glorious day today. What a difference a week makes, and certainly what a difference it makes having sunlight by the time I'm getting home from work. It's meant that I've been able to do sort of a half hour, 3/4 of an hour worth of tidying up here after work, which has been amazing really. So first job I've done this morning is just to get up here and do a water. Got this first bit tidy, finished this the other day. So this bed here is an addition. Need to get some soil for it, but that's going to be for the dwarf Jerusalem artichoke plus a few other bits and pieces. This bed here is the potato onion companion planting bed, and you can see the onions are doing quite nicely. The manure is mounding up, which tells me one thing, and that is that the potatoes are sprouting up. You can see they've been caught a little bit, or this one, a little bit by the cold nighttime temperatures. Yeah, there's another section coming through, but things are on the move. So let's work up this side to start with. I've also brought up some other bits to plant out. Bit of lettuce there and kohlrabi. And last Tuesday I also planted these out. So these are all my leeks, 175 of them, 6 different varieties. And I know you might be thinking it's early, and it probably is early for normal sowing, but what I actually did was I sowed these back in October, same time that the show guys do it, as I wanted to see whether I could improve my growing game by adopting some of their techniques. So having given it a good water, you can see that it's already starting to get pretty humid in there. You can see I think you can see it steaming up already. So that's what's going on in there, all the leeks. And as things progress, then I will obviously take that cover off as it warms up and add some tomatoes to that bed as well. So this bed here just sits empty, nothing going on in there as yet. We got the main crop experimental Albert Bartlett potatoes in there. The elephant garlic looking really nice and strong, and I know having this manure mulch over the top really sort of paid dividends with the drop in those nighttime temperatures. Just helps to insulate it as well as helping to give some extra nutrients as the season progresses. Whipped off the pots from some of these sections of rhubarb. Did that last night. It was rhubarb was being forced, so we picked some of that last night, and indeed there's another good block under there. So we've had 2 pickings, but as these plants are still pretty young, it was never the intention or never the anticipation there'd be a lot there to harvest. So this is the blackcurrant, just starting to pop into leaf and early sign of flower bud formation. So within here, I've added to the Egyptian walking onions. So I've got the ones from home have come over here as well. So I've now got that block of Egyptian walking onions. The long red onions have come up here as well. They were planted out midweek, so they've come up, as were the sand leeks. So that is done. I've got this section that is empty, and my thought is to move the fennel from over there keep the best half a dozen plants, stick them into here. Within this bed here, so we've got kind of a mixed bag really. So these are all shallots, but the middle ones here are not really doing that much, and I don't know if that's a variety thing or just whether it's got a little bit wetter there, who knows. So they've come into there. My excess leeks I've just planted as clumps down here. The Welsh onions are there, and that's the red gooseberry. I still have yet to finish this bed, but well, it's built, it's all fixed together. It just wants leveling and then filling. Now that's going to be the hardest bit. So then we have the globe artichoke. It's transplanted really nicely, looking pretty healthy, and has filled out quite well as well. The pile of wood is gradually going down as I've been finishing up the building projects, and essentially this is pretty much done. Well, the framework's done, the manuring is done, so you can see just how much manure has gone into that. So over a foot thick, and then all that's left, which is going to be a fair job to be fair, is chopping all of this soil up and raking it level, much like I started doing the other day, but to be honest, I quickly gave up in favour of doing some other slightly easier jobs. So then we come to this bed here. This hasn't changed at all. Intention is to get it progressed, I should say. So I've got a barrow of manure ready, and like I say, I'm going to lift the probably the best 6 of those plants, pop them over to there, and the rest, well, they're just going in the compost heap, and then that will enable me to get up to here with manuring and then backfilling with the soil. I can do the same on this end, and that will only leave these last few leaks to then be dealt with or lifted and used, and that will enable me to complete this bed also. It's just getting to that point, like I say, 1st of April, getting to that point now where I wouldn't say time's against us, but it's not that far off, I should say, before we want to start getting some of these planted. So this bed here still sits empty, but you can see the grass and weeds are starting to come through, so just wants a quick hoe through just to chop the weed and allow that to burn off in these warm temperatures. So we've got hard-neck garlics all looking good here. Wants a bit of a weed. I've done most of it, but there's still a little bit of weeding left to do. Broad beans. So the ones that were directly sown in the autumn time, although they've been slow, they have now come through, and the ones actually that I brought from home in the seed tray, they've succumbed quite quickly, to be fair, and yeah, they just haven't taken hold as well. I have put in the remainder of the seed packet, so I've got yeah, broad bean up to this point. So in here, soft neck garlic, again wants a weed, but that is, yeah, again, a work in progress. And like I say, making use of the extra light at the end of the day really helps to get some of these jobs done. So what I did in this bed, this is all the onions. I had a few extra century yellows at home, so they've gone into the bed like so. The little spindly ones, they've gone in to infill the holes. And what I also did was I whipped out the last couple of rows worth of century yellow here, and I've interspersed them in there again to block it up a bit, and that's given me space at this end to put in 2 rows worth of Kelsey onion, which is, well, I say it's the giant show type onion, whether I can grow them, who knows, because I've struggled the last couple of times I've tried. This bed here is still looking pretty devoid of any growth. Oh, say that, one little shoot there, a little shoot there. Oh, there's a few. Actually, I'll take that back. It's starting to have a bit of growth of the Jerusalem artichoke, and that is the one that I had up the top there last year. So that's coming down here. So that should give me a nice flowering hedge down here. And as I say, with this one, which will be the dwarf Jerusalem artichoke, that will lead quite nicely to create a nice flowering border, which I'd like to think will really brighten up the place. So that is how the plot's looking on the 1st of April. I'm going to do probably an hour up here, and then I'll continue the videoing at home. So here we are back at the house. Blackberry Wichita. Plenty of growth on there. Could be a bumpy year. Then we got plenty of bud formation on the pear tree. Same on the apple. You can see that's flower bud formation in there. Then over to here. These are the wild garlic amongst there, and that patch through there is also the wild garlic. Lovely magnolia. Let's get to the house, to the greenhouse. Just thought I'd show you these. So chili pepper, it's actually been outside since the start of March, so it's actually quite tough once they're established. That is the lemon verbena, just outside for making a bit of space. Right, inside the greenhouse, just lock the door. Lemons, looking good. And then we got on the go here, 2 types of celery. So we've got golden self-blanching and the green variety that is tall Utah. Then these are all the tomato plants, so 27 different varieties there. No, 23 different varieties, sorry. And then, and they are desperate to be potted. And then 27 varieties of pepper and chili pepper. And there the ginger starting to shoot away. Narangilla, so I've eaten most of the fruits on there. So we've done first bit of potting of some of the dahlia cuttings, a couple of trays on the go here, got 3 other trays on the go in the house, got some beetroot on the go in the house as well, and then here 11 varieties of cucumber on the go, and cornflowers also on the go there. Then dahlias, so they've all been chopped back for cuttings. So I had quite a good day at the weekend, finally taking a load of cutting. Suddenly, got to that point where they needed to be done. You can't tell from here, but the fragrance coming off this basil in the warm environment's absolutely amazing. So the green and the purple varieties there. Then got 3 trays of mini pop corn, and then there's the sweet corn incredible there, 3 trays also. Let's go and have a look as to what's going on in the cold frame. Okay, so in here we've got a few garlic remaining, sweet peas, another variety of leek, obviously, some kale, first batch of beetroot there, then there's some celeriac and Robinson's cabbage, forgot what it was for a minute. Oh, plus the nasturtiums in the corner. Then we've got all the perennial kale cuttings, Swiss chard, a couple of varieties of spring onion, first batch of peas, elephant garlic, and that's the dwarf Jerusalem artichoke. And wild garlic seedlings that have been potted on, and then some more garlic there. And then we've got the fritillaria that have been in here over winter. They're just starting to try and get into flower. Need to move those out. But that's essentially what's going on. So that's it. That's the 1st of April roundup video done. Plenty to see, plenty happening, and yeah, it's kind of that get ready now for all systems to go. So if you've got any questions, just give me a shout. I'll always do my best to answer the question for you. If you've liked the video, then please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that reminder button so you don't miss out on the future videos. And just have fun, enjoy yourself, make use of this lovely weather and extra sunlight hours. So till next time, bye for now.